Do you think maybe we could keep this down to their finest 45 minutes?
We could, except the person of the week, James Cameron,
is known for being long.
Never done anything.
Yeah, so it's his finest 2.5 hours.
Well,
if we're lucky,
we could do their finest 45 minutes and just try to figure out like what part of his films actually was.
You mean if you're doing their finest like 45 minutes, it has to be not their best thing. It's like. That thing that was kind of okay, but maybe it was... which would be The Abyss.
Okay.
The Abyss was confusing and weird.
At some point, well, maybe not 45 minutes consecutively, but you could probably take 45 minutes of The Abyss and piece it together into...
That'd be a pretty badass movie, actually. Although, honestly, I think that I would probably just loop the point where...
I know where you're going with this.
Where he's punching the woman to bring her back to life. Just... It's like, and 45 minutes of that, and that's your movie right there.
Yep. I don't know. I have mixed feelings about James Cameron because he obviously, of course, he's the guy who brought us to Terminator and Terminator 2: Judgment Day, which is the best movie ever. Shut up.
That's wrong.
But he also gave us shitbags like Titanic and Avatar. So he's kind of gone Lucas on us.
If I had to pick something for James Cameron, it would probably be like fictitious James Cameron, because on Entourage they pretended that he was the director of Aquaman.
Yeah.
And I was kind of down with it. Like
I can see that.
Yeah, they only showed like one scene from the movie or whatever,
or like hanging from a rope or something like that. Yeah, like hanging from
But I was okay with it. I was like, this I might have actually gone to Aquaman if. And I think they are making an Aquaman.
Oh, good, because that's what we need is some guy who talks a fish for 2.5 fucking hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now hold on. Aquaman catches a lot of crap.
Mm-hmm.
Here is my thing with Aquaman. The reason why Aquaman sucks, and I agree Aquaman sucks, is not because Aquaman is a bad character. It's because Aquaman is a bad character to be included in the jail A. If what you did with him was stick him underwater and basically have Aquaman King of Atlantis, and it's like John Carter of Mars, but underwater, and it's him rolling around and fighting other merfolk and doing adventure stuff, it'd be fine.
I'm going to go you one better. I'm going to say that the only thing DC ever did right was Batman. Everything else sucks.
Well, you're wrong, but okay.
I'm going to say let's stick him underwater, but take away his ability to breathe.
Yes! I say let's cover him in breadcrumbs and throw him in a deep fat fryer. And then all of a sudden we've got Red Lobster Man.
He's not that bad a character.
Fish and chips. Really
so anyway,
fish and chips.
We haven't actually... So John, what do you think Cameron's finest hour was?
Well, Titanic.
Shut up.
But that point where they're holding hands and he falls into the ocean and tears pour down, and Aliens, actually.
Oh, Aliens? Cameron directed Aliens?
Yeah.
Oh, God, yeah,
Aliens is just...
it's pure fun.
It's pure fun.
It's pure fun. Get me out of this chicken shit outfit.
Alien itself was a good film.
Was a great horror movie.
Right. Aliens
is an excellent action film.
Yeah, took it to where it needed to go. And then probably for the best of the franchise, it should have just died there.
Yes.
Like Alien, I don't even know, not Cubed. But
Cubed, no, it's Cubed. Alien Cubed.
Cubed, yeah. Or 3, whatever you want to call it.
Alien to the third film.
Isn't as bad
as you remember it,
as I thought it was originally. It was directed by David Fincher, and I have a great respect for David Fincher. We should really be doing his finest hour, because that would be an actual debate.
We can do that. We can do that next time.
Right.
But we're not really talking about James Cameron anymore, so fuck it.
But it wasn't as bad as I thought it was at the time, but it still had severe issues.
It has issues. My issue with the Terminator series, is that the first Terminator movie is excellently thought out.
Yep.
It makes perfect sense, and it uses time travel in a way that does not destroy the movie just by having it in there.
Okay.
Because the time travel device was supposed to be not created by anybody. They find it. It will send them back. Now, there may be a way to dial it to do something else, but they don't know how. It will send them back exactly this amount of time. It has been captured by the humans, which is why they then send their guy back a little while later. It's exactly this amount of time later that they figure it out. The machines do not have access to a time machine anymore. Therefore, there's no possibility of further time travel by the machines, which is why they have to get this one last insanely desperate act to go off. Then you have Terminator 2, and it shits on the first film. Just shits on it. And then you have Terminator 3, which shits on the first two movies. And then you have the Sarah Connor Chronicles, which erases the third movie, a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
But in the process also shits on the first, second, and third movies.
Yeah.
The fourth movie, I couldn't bring myself to see that much shit piled up on a single location. So
there was a fourth movie?
Salvation, Christian Bale.
Yeah.
The upside that I heard about it,
I like that one.
They used a lot of practical effects versus CGI. So it's supposed to look really cool because the exoskeletons look like or the endoskeletons look like endoskeletons
and not CGI,
and not CGI endoskeletons.
Here's what I'm going to say. At the time that Terminator 2 came out,
it was badass. It just shit on the first movie.
Yes, but it took a liquid metal shit.
Yes,
which was pretty cool.
Oh yeah,
I mean, I remember just being in awe of that movie and those effects, and thinking, how will they ever beat this? Which, I probably... When did it come out? 92, maybe?
Maybe.
It was early.
So I was like 12. So it's not surprising.
I was 41.
I didn't think things could improve because you're always...
Yeah. But they invented the technology for that movie.
Oh, no,
this shit didn't exist before that movie.
So
that's why it's the greatest movie ever.
From a special effects standpoint, I won't deny it. Terminator 2 is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
From a story standpoint, it's dross. It's the kind of thing you cut off your model and toss to the side because you have no further use. Sprue. That's what it is. It's sprue.
You're making this shit up. You're just thinking words.
Oh, it totally
Bleem.
Is.
It's a big bag of bleem.
Okay. Dross hopper.
Also not a word.
Yeah, it's a draw.
No.
Dross is a thing, Bob.
So what is he hopping then?
He's
hopping from dross to dross. Yeah. Obviously.
Like a grasshopper, but he's from... It was from the freaking...
Yeah, no.
You know what you're talking about.
I know the card. I don't know what dross is. I just accepted that dross was...
It's a thing.
I had a bad case of the dross once.
Junk, basically.
Discarded junk. And discarded junk hopper just didn't have the ring that Watson was looking for.
It's magic. If they aren't pretentious, they don't know what they're doing.
Well, speaking of their finest hour, this video has taken an hour.
So Bob, you've said that Terminator 2 then is, you think, his finest hour?
No, I think Terminator 1 is his finest hour. I think because that was like the thing that launched his entire career as far as I'm concerned, and
yeah, and
it's just so good.
If it was a standalone, if they hadn't fucked it up with it,
but I still love Terminator 2, so fuck you guys.
I don't dislike it, and
I'm just saying, pound for pound, the Terminator is his best work.
Yeah,
I would have to agree.
And I'm still going to go with Aliens, because if I was going to leave this room right now and put in one of his films, I would
that is an excellent point.
That's an excellent point. Mine would be the Muppets Take Manhattan. Also one of his better movies.
Yeah, and he doesn't get enough credit for it.
Yeah, well, people didn't really see the time travel coming in that movie.
Yeah.
I mean, how else are you going to take Manhattan? You got to travel through time and get them by surprise.
Well,
nothing more surprising than an army full of Muppets walking down Broadway.
Especially since they were all Kermit, time duplicated.
Exactly.
Yeah, like Kermit with one eye and a cigarette hanging out of his mouth because it's future Kermit and he's really, grizzled.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to go back and rewatch the film because some of these details seem a little bit...
A little hazy for you?
Yeah. Huh. No, look it up.
I will.
All right,
if it's on Wikipedia, it's the truth.